Thanks so much for joining us here on this Thursday at noon. We do begin with breaking news from the NTSB, which has just released its preliminary report on that deadly UPS plane crash that happened 2 weeks ago here in Louisville. Our Focus reporter Travis Breeze has been following this very closely, and I want to start with Travis on a number that we have not really talked about yet, and that's the amount of people injured in this crash, a bit higher than originally thought.
Yes, as we got the confirmation that there was 14 people dead, that was the main number, but this now NTSB report confirms that there were 3 fatalities for the flight crew on board, 11 additional fatalities on the ground. But this report also mentions there were 23 additional injuries on the ground. That is a number higher than had been reported in the 2 weeks since the crash that we had talked about so far. In the NTSB's new report, it lays out the moments of takeoff, showing where the initial fire began. Investigators said everything was uneventful until the plane rotated or tipped up for takeoff. You can see here the 6 photos that are included in the NTSB report, the preliminary report. Picture number 1 looks almost normal. And then picture number 2, you can see that left engine and the pylon begin to depart from the wing. By picture 3, the engine is airborne. It may or may not still be under power. I mean, it looks like it's still under power, shooting into the air. And then photo 4 here is very important because it shows the velocity that this engine and the pylon still had. And that's going to be crucial as they're looking into why this engine and the pylon separated. And I do think it's really important that they said the taxi and takeoff were uneventful until the airplane rotated for takeoff. So that shows that the pilots thought, and all indications show, everything was normal until the wheels left the ground. We also got some, there's a photo later in the report that shows the crack on the engine pylon. So you have the wing, you have the pylon, and then you have the engine connected to the pylon. So this is the connection point between the pylon and the wing. This is the aft connector. So the pylon's connected at 2 points. This is the rear connector towards the tail. And you can see the report says it is cracked at the 2 o'clock and 9 o'clock position. And it says that there was indication of fatigue cracks and an overstress failure on the aft connector to the pylon. So this report just came out 1 hour ago. We're still reading into it, but these are kind of the things that jumped off the page to us. And we're going to continue to cover this all day long, Brooke.
Travis, thank you. And we do have more coverage from you coming up in the next half hour. I know you've been talking about why not only is the MD-11 one of those grounded, the DC-10 was grounded after this crash too, and we kind of go into our archives as to why. So that's coming up. If you would like to see any of our extended coverage right now, you can go to WHAS11.com and look at our streaming continuing coverage on the WHAS 11 Plus app. It is free to download on your smart TV, and you can watch at any time. Travis, thank you so much. We will see you back today at 4. It is 12:02 here on your Thursday. Another thing we're looking at is the radar, a lot of cloud cover and some rain on the screen, Matthew.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to start to see that roll in really throughout the next half an hour to an hour, really across the Louisville metro and into Kentuckiana. So another system rolling through, bringing some widespread showers to the area. And I was just outside about 20 minutes ago, already seeing some raindrops fall right here in downtown Louisville. But you can tell down in Hardinsburg, Brandenburg, starting to see some moderate light showers. And that will really start to fill in as you head towards this afternoon and evening. Overall, looking at current temperatures, kind of mix in with the upper 40s and lower 50s across the area. Into southern Indiana, you're into the upper 40s. Into Kentucky, you're into the lower 50s for this afternoon. The next 12 hours won't change much, honestly. We'll see those temperatures really into the mid to low 50s, but those rain chances are going to stay active. We'll get a quick break about 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., but then more rain and a few moderate showers and storms on the way for us by this evening. High temperatures today really across the area. We'll stick into the mid to upper 50s. Some places further south into the lower 60s, Munfordville and Greensburg into the lower 60s, that is. But we are tracking more showers and storms on the way for today, back into tomorrow, and also for next week. So quite a bit of rainy days ahead for us. I'll be timing that out. Now 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. Back over to you, Brooke.
All right, thanks so much, Matthew. Our other top story today, a major investment by GE Appliances into a domestic supply chain as it shifts production from China to Kentucky. GE awarding over $150 million to U.S.-based suppliers for the appliance maker's washer and dryer production, from plastics and castings to steel and aluminum. The company said $40 million of that will go to 4 different suppliers here in Kentucky. The multi-million-dollar announcement is incremental to what has been announced previously and builds on the company's historic $3 billion investment over the next 5 years to expand its manufacturing footprint in the states and create 1,000 jobs. Governor Andy Beshear will be joined by GE officials during his Team Kentucky update today at 1:30 to discuss this news. We'll stream that live for you on WHAS 11+. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg insists he has a plan to ensure a bright future for the Humana building downtown, and he's asking for more state funding to help make it happen. He talked about it after the grand opening of another big downtown project. Our Isaiah Kim Martinez and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton were there.
You're looking at the brand new green space in the heart of downtown Louisville's medical district near University Hospital. LouMed Commons is now open, thanks in part to $10 million approved by the state legislature in 2024 for this project.
We are showing the state what we can do with their resources.
Now Mayor Craig Greenberg is asking Kentucky lawmakers for more money in the 2026 budget for downtown revitalization projects, including funding for the iconic Humana building that's currently up for sale, as seen from our Sky 11 drone. The mayor says he's got a plan for the building's future, but he wouldn't reveal specifics.
There are interested parties that are interested in restoring and revitalizing that building.
The longtime Humana headquarters is expected to be vacant by the end of 2025, as the massive health insurance company moves its workforce to its building further down Main Street.
It's a beautiful building, and I hope they can save it and, like I said, put it to good use.
Michael Augustus, who's worked downtown his whole career, would like to see the Humana building converted from office space to mixed use, including residential.
Shopping, dining, whatever creative steps they can take to keep it and keep downtown as vibrant as it has become would be great.
Whether downtown continues to get big money from the Kentucky legislature will depend on Republicans, like State Senator Julie Rocky Adams of Louisville.
I want to see more people, more businesses, and more entertainment venues.
She's the legislator who led the effort in 2024 to get Louisville $100 million for downtown development. The question is, what will the General Assembly invest this time around?
Do you think the city has proven to this point that it's deserving of more because of how the past funding has gone in projects?
Absolutely. I mean, again, going back to we're the economic engine of the state. When Louisville thrives, the rest of the state thrives.
Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.